How the sunnah way of eating may not be the best for you. Now hang on, bear with me a second. Please do not start shouting at me and saying, oh, you're this and that. So anyway, let's start and explain why in modern days the sunnah way of eating might not be exactly the best for you. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I'm going to try to keep this short, sweet and simple. So I've been thinking about recording and editing this video for a few months now. But I'm not going to lie to you, a few months ago it was going to be completely different. I was researching about the carnivore diet and low carb diets, especially the carnivore diet, and how it exactly helped people. So the thing is, carnivore is a good diet, especially short term, and most of the info that you get is usually from the Americans, because their food, I'm sorry, but it's full of poison. It's just completely toxic. So once they're taking the poison out and eating natural wholesome food like beef, milk, cheese, chicken, just meat and dairy and natural wholesome food, the health get a lot better. Now whilst I do admit that there is more to it than that, such as there being no sugar, so the body does thrive better, there's no insulin spike, so there's an equal amount of energy throughout the day. There's also no oxalates from plants, lectins, etc. So your body does have a chance to heal and thrive, especially if you're very sensitive to oxalates. And unfortunately, due to the poison and the toxic crap and messed up gut microbiome diversity in a lot of Americans, they unfortunately cannot process oxalates properly and have very, very severe allergic reactions to them. Anyways, I have been reading a few books from a doctor called William Davis. He's a cardiologist. He's got books such as Supergut and Wheat Belly. These are very, very well-known books, especially to the ones in the know. And I kid you not, these are very, very informative books, amazing books. It makes you change your whole ideology, mentality on what foods are good for you and what foods are not good for you. So now, is carnivore good, or can you have the sunnah foods? Let's answer. So yes, the sunnah foods, or most of them, are good for you if your gut microbiome is optimal, if you don't have any metabolic diseases or illnesses. But the problem of the sunnah diet of today is actually the grains, the bread, the wheat, should I say. So without making it too long, essentially I will tell you, so nowadays the grains being messed about with, the spraying with glyphosates. The way they cultivate them is a lot different. They do not let them fully grow and mature. Also many other toxic chemicals and crap they put into the soil, etc, etc. It unfortunately messes up with our insides. So grains, unfortunately, nowadays they cause a lot of gut health problems and inflammation. I will actually quote a hadith of the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Aisha reported that the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not have grains more than 3 days in a row. Now, I do not know if that is to do with wheat being bad, because I don't think it was bad before. And even some places now, like in Sicily, in Italy, and a few other places like that, where they have organic grains and they're cultivating more naturally, people don't have issues. So it may be more to do with just how the Prophet ate everything in moderation, but it does make you think as well. And so in terms of grains being bad, causing inflammation and other health issues, it's not just me saying it, that Dr. William Davis said it. I was watching a few videos of other cardiologists saying it as well, that stuff like bread, pastas, they're actually bad for you, and they actually cause more heart attacks than stuff such as red meat and saturated fats, because the carbohydrates in the bread, they actually raise the triglycerides, and this triglyceride, this is what clogs everything up and causes inflammation and cardiac issues. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I've told many people, even myself, I have quit grains for a month, 2 months, and I kid you not, everything just feels a whole lot better. I feel a lot more healthier, less fatigue, less lethargic, more energetic. I'm less inflamed. Like, unfortunately, currently my face is a bit puffy. This is me just being lazy. Fortunately, rather than cooking, you know, some chicken or some beef with a bit of vegetables. Having fruit, or just a quick easy sandwich. Now again, it's not really good and I'm not happy with myself, but inshallah I will start to getting rid of grains and stuff out of my diet. Well, pretty much if you eat a wholesome, healthy healthy meals in general, without any bread and grains. So you have stuff such as, you know, meat, dairy, potatoes, rice, greens, you know, vegetables, salads, more fruits, especially berries, which is full of prebiotic fibers. It will, inshallah, fix your gut issues. If you have any issues with the gut microbiome, inflammation levels will lower. You will start to have more energy. And of course, if you have grains, please make sure they're organic and try to minimize them as much as possible. Barley is actually not too bad of a grain, but again, you have to have it organic. And I will say that if your gut is not healed or in an optimum level, the organic grains, they will not make it worse, but they will not help heal the gut. So I would advise for a few months, try to quit grains, go on a carnivore or just go on a more wholesome diet. If you are training and if you're not going on carnivore, do have carbohydrates, but have healthy carbs like sweet potatoes or basmati rice, obviously de-starch it. Have more berries. Anyways, brothers and sisters, thank you for watching this video. I will see you shortly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.